this is the top team. The rogue clones on the run from the Empire, huh?
Hello.
How juicy.
The artists formerly known as Experimental Clone Force 99 are bringing their distinct brand of chaos back to Disney Plus for Season 2, mixing familiar one-off missions with a growing dread that something very bad is coming for all clone troopers in the Star Wars galaxy. There's lots for fans to enjoy here, but Season 2, at least the first 14 of 16 episodes provided for review, really shines when it dives deep into the greater effects the Empire had on the galaxy during the Dark Times.
What sort of treachery is this?
Stay back.
Season 2 structures its storytelling in largely the same way Season 1 did. Each episode is a mission, and they're all pretty self-contained story arcs with a few larger stories going on in the background throughout the season.
Any chance I could use you for a mission?
The mission-to-mission arcs are fun, even if they get a little repetitive as the season moves on, but the real draw here are those big background arcs. One of those larger arcs deals with the state of all clones in the galaxy. The Empire just destroyed their home and is now talking about replacing them with conscripted forces. This is obviously a major problem for the Bad Batch, but it generally shows something that Lucasfilm is getting better at as we go along, using street-level characters to show exactly why everybody in the galaxy hates the Empire so much. Just like any other Star Wars project, there are several cameos, and it's very likely there could be more in the final 2 episodes of the season. Lots of Star Wars cameos are empty fan service, but these are not that. All these known characters appear because they're directly related to the larger story arcs going on in the background. These are meaty cameos, which are the very best kind.
It is time for a new era.
And where Hunter was the de facto protagonist of Season 1, Season 2 focuses on Omega, who has become an effective bounty hunter/mercenary herself and a valued member of the squad. It's a great change. Of all the Bad Batch characters, Hunter can frequently be a bit wooden and stale, and even though Omega is Hunter's space kid, she's way more interesting. She's learned a lot from her time with the Bad Batch, and let's not forget that this kind of thing is in her blood. She is Boba Fett's sister after all. Kind of. Former Bad Batch member Crosshair, meanwhile, ended Season 1 by taking a massive L in a skirmish on Kamino and then being rescued from death by the Bad Batch. He's still working for the Empire and is hunting his former brothers, but he's also getting a close-up look at what the Empire is really doing with the clones. While each of these characters, including Crosshair, have limited abilities to get what's really going on, we, the viewers, are given a broader picture of what the Empire is doing. There's a reason why you don't see clones anywhere in the original trilogy. Just like Disney Plus's wonderfully nuanced Andor, the Bad Batch focuses on a time in the Star Wars galaxy that hasn't fully been fleshed out yet. The Dark Times, or the years between the establishment of the Empire and the destruction of the first Death Star at the Battle of Yavin. Yes, Lucasfilm has played in this part of the timeline before, with Solo and Rogue One, but the Bad Batch and Andor make the case that a serialized story on Disney Plus, rather than one 90-minute film, is an ideal way to explore the impact the Empire had on the galaxy.
Clearly, you're not paying attention to what's happening out there.
As far as production quality, Star Wars fans already know what to expect. The Bad Batch employs the same visual style and language as the Clone Wars, which by now has become a staple for Lucasfilm animation. And that style of animation just keeps getting better and better, with the Bad Batch Season 2 as the most recent example.
You can have a future. Isn't that what you're after?
Whatever you may personally think of Experimental Clone Force 99, the value of the Bad Batch as a series really lies in how it illuminates the era the story takes place in on the Star Wars canon timeline. The mission-to-mission arcs, meanwhile, are fun, although at times a little repetitive. But the animation and production quality are once again top-notch, and the Bad Batch Season 2 is a great way to kick off 2023 for Star Wars fans. For more on the Bad Batch Season 2, check out our interviews with the producers of the series and the voices of Omega and the clones. And for everything else, stick with us right here at IGN.
Let's get to work.